I'm Kerry Jennings. I'm a business manager at Mdee, and we're an equity partner of EE and BT.
So thank you for your time, Kerry, and thank you for joining us today.
No problem. Nice to meet you.
Good, yeah, and yourself. So if I could start with a nice, easy question, if that's okay. So how long have you worked at Mdee?
Nearly 2 years.
Okay, cool. And how long in the industry?
Oh God, too long. 15 years.
15 years, fantastic. So what sort of changes would you say you've seen over that time?
God, absolutely loads. So I started at Orange a long time ago in a consumer environment, and then I've moved into a business space. I just think just the use of technology in the time that I've been in the industry has completely changed. I think back in the day, not everyone had a mobile. Now most people have got two. When you think about how big that's got, it's just, yeah, ridiculous, really.
Yeah, fantastic. And the tech advances as well in that time.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you and I are sat doing this now on Microsoft Teams just goes to show how much things have evolved, I guess, over the years. And especially with COVID, we do now probably 99% of meetings on Teams. I think we're all keen to get back out on the road to a certain extent. But yes, certainly times have changed.
Yeah, I think how would we have got through the last sort of 15 months without the tech and the comms industry being where it's at?
Yeah, absolutely. It's scary, really, isn't it? When you think about how our lives would have been so different without the technology that mobile and fixed line gives us.
Yeah, completely. So what is it you enjoy the most about working at Mdee?
For me, it's always partners. So partner relationship, just getting to know people, getting to know how they work and what I can do to make their day-to-day lives easier. So we're very much in a sales role, but I don't really see myself as a salesperson. I think the partners are the salespeople, and I'm there to enable them. So that's the key part of my job that I love, is that partner relationship.
Yeah, okay. So how would you say, from an ethos point of view as well as your own, but Md's as well, how do you build those strong relationships with partners? What do you do?
I think we do as much for them as what they want us to do. So Tanny is really approachable. Anyone can speak to her at any point, whether that be a CEO or someone working in warehouse. It doesn't really matter. And I think the fact that Tanny's approachable in that way just feeds down through everyone at Mdee. So it's all about partner first. Everything that we do is all about making sure that the partners get the best possible service from Mdee. And trying to take away, I guess, some of the challenges that working with corporates can give at times. We want to take that away from the partners, so they work with us. We're very friendly, approachable, and then make sure that their experience is as good as what it can be.
Fab. So that feels like a real ethos within the company and around the company.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Tanya's core focus is all about partnership. So back in the day, you used to get a term reseller, and it's something that she just doesn't like. It's not a reseller relationship that we have. It's absolutely a partnership. And I think that's something that she drills down all the time in everything that we do, that it's a partnership approach.
Yeah. So when you're dealing with the range of partners that you do that have, like you said, various needs, various requirements, but also various skill sets and a wide range of them, how do you meet their individual needs?
Oh, that's quite a tough question. So I think, again, it just depends what they want. So we will absolutely be flexible to whatever they need from Mdee. So you've alluded, we work with some really, really large corporate organizations. With them, we may have a different approach day to day, so they might not need us as much. So we'll support them with business planning or marketing requests, or just looking at what we can do for them. Whereas some of the smaller companies, we may be a lot more engaging. We may have to help them with quotes a lot more. So it's just about being flexible in our approach, and understanding that not every partner is the same, and being fluid.
Fab. So the support isn't a one size fits all,
Absolutely.
which is
And
beautiful.
that's in support and finance, everything pretty much in Mdee. We don't have one rule for every partner. We ask them to engage with us and let us know what they want, how we should be working with them. and it works really well. I think most of our partners that we speak to day change what they want from us day to day. So I think, you know, not one partner will have one way of working with us. So that's nice as well, that we can be so flexible.
Fantastic. So what are some of the specific things you do to help your partners, Kerry, in your role?
My role is really, really varied. I laugh about this all the time because I am very much a jack of all trades. So I could be helping someone stack a deal first thing in the morning. I could then be helping someone look at how to do a marketing campaign. I may help them with a query. I may be showing them how to use our connection system or helping them push a connection through. Literally, it can be literally everything. And I never like to say no. So even if it's not my role, my job is to help facilitate anything for the partners. So if it's not for me to do, I'll help them, show them what they need to do, or at least get them through to the right person. So yeah, my job is very, very varied, and it's one of the reasons why I love it.
Yeah, I can hear that in your voice. And one of the when I was reading the values of Mdee, they really kind of inspired me. And one of the ones that jumped out that just tapped into what you were kind of alluding to there was curious as a value in Mdee. So how does that like show up every day? What does that look like in your role?
I think it's just, for me, curious is trying to get as much out of our partners as what we can. So not just sitting back and waiting for them to come to us with opportunities. So it's being curious about their business as well as MD's business, and really finding out how we can help them day to day.
Fantastic. So that must give you a great breadth of business understanding and commerciality, because if you're dealing with like the nitty gritty from not necessarily sim swaps kind of stuff right the way through to, like say, stacking deals and then putting marketing plans together, that's a wide breadth of business knowledge.
It absolutely is, yeah. And I think from my perspective, that's what I like. I like to know all the details of what I'm doing day to day. I think it's really important that you do know each element. So you may be better at some things than others. And I think the team that I work in, we've got very different skill sets, but they absolutely mean that we're giving the best for MD. So I'm a very detailed person. I like to get involved in all the nitty gritty. And then people like Nathan, who I work with, he's very salesy, very bubbly, very jolly, likes to really chat to partners for, hours if needs be, to win a deal, which is great. It just means that, yeah, you've got different personalities within MD which work together.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, and it might seem like an obvious question, but how important are your partners to Mdee?
Our partners are everything. Without our partners, we're not here really. They they are what we work for. So yeah, without them, we're not a company. So it's really important.
Fantastic. And you mentioned a minute ago some of the nitty gritty stuff that you enjoy in that detail side of it. So, how important is it for you, Kerry, and for Mdee to get things right and as best as you can right first time?
It's essential. I think we talk about that in communications all the time, just that first call resolution, whether that be a call, an email, the quicker we can do things, the quicker the partners get things turned around, and the better their customer experience then to their end customers.
Mm.
You've also then got, if we're doing our job right and the partners are doing their job right, then ultimately the customer experience with EE and BT is then a great customer experience. So it's just everyone coming together to deliver that customer model, which is what MD, that's what we strive for day to day.
Fantastic. And maybe a cheeky question: how would you say Mdee differs from its competitors and other distributors?
I think knowledge. So when I think about all the people that I work with in MD, from Tanny down to the other business managers and Michelle, we've got years and years of experience, and predominantly with EE. So I really think that we are EE experts, and we're all very, very passionate. I think when you speak to everyone in the team, you will absolutely get that from them, that it's all about partners. And E, to a certain extent, I think most of us have worked either for E at some point, or only ever sold EE as a product. So there's that passion there as well. So it's really important.
Fantastic. Really, my last question: when you were talking about there that support that you guys like, fulfillment, stacking deals, when you're offering that level of support and bridging the gap between EE and your partner, What does that enable your partner to do for their customers?
I think it enables them to, I guess, to be whatever their customers need. So the fact that we take a lot of the hard work away from them, it just allows the partner to deliver an excellent customer service back to their end users. The fulfillment is really key one. It's what we get, feedback on quite a lot, that when an end customer receives a package from Mdee, it's got all the partners' logos on it, all the call to actions. It's really, really slick. And the customer doesn't know that that's not the partner doing the legwork. So we take a lot of that legwork away for the partner to deliver the best customer experience.
Fantastic. It really does sound like a slick operation and a well put together operation, and that's what partners want, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's what Mdee is all about. It's very much a family business, family ethos, with lots of people that are passionate about working for Mdee, which really comes across when we deal with partners.
Superb. Great to hear. Well, thank you, Kerry. Thank you ever so much for your time today and your honesty as well.
Yeah, thank you very much.